Lesson 6 of Math 8, we're going to start converting measures today. I was digging through your planners today and I noticed that there is no conversion chart in there. So we're going to make one right here, and you'll want to keep this near and dear to your heart. So let's start off with some equivalent measures for you. You might want to put this on the back of your note sheet. It might fit better, by the way. I think all your problems are on the front, so get the whole back where you could do this. Okay, equivalent measures of length. Well, let's start off with the English system of measurement, which is what a lot of people are used to. Is that, we'll start off with 12 inches is equal to a foot, 3 foot is equal to a yard, and 5,280 feet is equal to a mile. Now we've also got metric units of measurement for length. Some people aren't as comfortable with these, but I actually think they're easier. There's 1,000 millimeters in a meter. There's 100 centimeters in a meter. And there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. Okay, now we also need some way to get from English to metric. Here's a couple. 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. And 1 mile is about 1.6 kilometers. Okay, this is not an exhaustive list of all the ways we can measure things. There's also decimeters and nanometers. So, but this is good enough to get us going. All right, we also need to talk about capacity or volume. So let's look at the English measures of capacity. 16 ounces equals 1 pint. 2 pints is equal to 1 quart. And 4 quarts is equal to a gallon. There's also metric units of capacity or volume. Like 1,000 milliliters is a liter. That's going to be good enough for us as far as metric units of measurement. I also need some ways to get from the English system of measurement to metric. So let's use this one. 1 quart is equal to 0.95 liters. And that's really all we need is 1, as we'll learn throughout the year. And lastly, we also need to talk about weight. We're not going to use all these today, by the way, but at least we'll have them all in one spot. English system of measurement, we might say that 16 ounces equals 1 pound. And we might say that 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. On the metric side of things, 1,000 milligrams equals 1 gram. And 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. Again, not exhaustive here, but enough to get us going. Again, we need some way to get from English system to the metric. Let's use this one. 2.2 pounds is about 1 kilogram. All right, enough of that. It's a lot of writing. If I went too fast, obviously you could have paused things or replayed them. Here we go. A room is 15 feet long and 12 feet wide. What are the length and width of the room in yards? Okay, well, let's start with the length here. 15 feet. If we just multiply that by this ratio, that there's 1 yard for every 3 feet, we'll see that the feet cancel out. And we'll also see that 15 divided by 3, or 15 times 1/3, which is the same as 15 divided by 3, is 5 yards. The room is 5 yards long. Do the same thing with the width of the room. 12 feet wide. Use the same ratio. There's 1 yard for every 3 feet. Not only do feet cancel out here to leave us with yards, but 12 divided by 3 is 4. So this room is 15 feet by 12 feet we could also say that it's 5 yards by 4 yards. Nathan is 6 feet 2 inches tall. How many inches tall is Nathan? All right. Well, he's 6 feet tall plus another 2 inches. So let's concentrate on the 6 feet first. There's 12 inches in every 1 foot. Notice the feet cancel out. Now we're going to multiply. 6 times 12 is 72 inches. So Nathan is 72 inches plus another 2 inches tall. He's 74 inches tall. I really want you to get used to this method of conversion for measurements. Seeing the units makes things kind of easy as far as, do I multiply 6 times 12 or do I divide? If the 12 is on the bottom, I'd divide. But since it's on the top, I'm going to multiply. One more. 7 kilometers is how many meters? Okay, we'll start off with our given, 7 kilometers. And then we'll use a ratio here, okay? We want to get to meters, so meters will go on top. And we want to get rid of kilometers, so kilometers will go on bottom. There's 1,000 meters in a kilometer, which means that there's 7,000 meters in 7 kilometers. 7 times 1,000. Again, using the units helps us see whether the 1,000 should go on the top or the bottom. All right, we're going to do a lot of these. This is good enough for today. Replay anything that you need to see again, and I'll see you tomorrow.